And that's that. I'm going to get the transmission in there and then the crankshaft, and then we'll button her up. It's going to go down here like that, and they're all going to come together like that. All right, we're in the next one more, so just got one more piece of the puzzle, and that's the crankshaft right here. There she goes. That's how it says it should be. All right, that went together nice. You're gonna get your 2 crankcase bolts, one up there, one down there. I'm gonna give it 8.7 foot-pounds. Right here, 15 foot-pounds. Slide the spindle through. Like that. And from there, you're going to force this down underneath, and then once you get it aligned with that slot right there, you're going to force the bolt in. So these are both going to be 8.7 foot-pounds. These 2 bolts are all torqued down. Now what I'm going to do is put these new oil pump O-rings in here, just slap a little bit of assembly lube on them, put them into place. 4 parts on the crankshaft, starting with the washer, the gear, 3rd washer, and then the nut. Now the oil pump is just going to go right on. Alright, so up next is putting in the clutch. I think the only new part we're going to need for that is this clutch surf clip, part number. Alright, so we got the clutch basket in. I'm just going to put this washer down in there. And then from there, I'm going to put this in there, all these plates. I already got them all oiled up, so once we get them all in there, we're going to get it all torqued up and ready to go. Alright, so now the primary nut, we're going to bring that to 29 foot-pounds. Final torque right here. So now we have everything torqued up. These 2 bolts, 3 bolts, 2 bolts for the oil pump, primary nut, clutch bolts, 2 dowel pins. Don't forget this little piece, goes right inside the crankshaft. Got all these clutch cover bolts all torqued up to 7.5 foot-pounds. So now we have the stator or point plate, and before I put it on, I'm going to take this O-ring off and the seal off and replace it with the new ones, which are right here. This is the O-ring, this is the part number, and this is the stator plate oil seal part number. That'll be next. 4-year-old O-ring. I'll clean that up. Get ready to just bang the new seal in there, so I'm gonna put this O-ring in. So now that I've got the primary nut torqued down to 45 foot-pounds, I want to put the countershaft seal on, and then the shift spindle seal on. What you're going to want to do when you put the countershaft seal in is put a little bit of tape around it. Otherwise, it's going to get hung up right there, and you don't want to rip it. So, there you go. Now we're going to take our 22 millimeter and drive it in. All right, that's a wrap on the bottom end on the 96 XR100. See you in the top end.